Okay, everyone. So hopefully you found yourself in a comfortable position, creating a little space for yourself. Perhaps if your computers or your laptop's in front of you, um, you could sort of put it off to the side so that you can still hear but won't get distracted. Today we're going to practice using the body as an anchor to the present moment. And just a reminder to tailor the experience with what works for you. So if you find that today the meditation's not working for you, it's totally fine to just come out and focus on your breath or open your eyes and focus on the sensations around you. So sights, sounds. And I'll also invite you to bring some of the attitudes of mindfulness to your practice, such as kindness for yourself, non-judgment of your experience, and perhaps a curiosity towards your experience. So we'll start as we did yesterday by just noticing the breath. So don't force the breath in any way. Just see if you can notice where your attention goes when I say notice the breath. And see if you can hold your attention there to observe the breath moving in and out of your body. So today we're going to start the body scan, which is just paying attention to various parts of the body as an anchor to the present moment. We're going to start at the head because I'm expecting perhaps we've been living up in the attic of our body these days. Lots of thoughts. And so we'll start there and move to the feet. So I'll invite you to bring your attention to the top of your head. As you inhale, bringing your attention to the space surrounding your head, the air above your skull. And as you exhale, seeing if you can bring a sense of ease where it is possible to the top of your head. On our next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the face. So many little muscles in the face that we engage throughout our day. And as you exhale, seeing if you can bring slightly more, maybe 5% more ease to the muscles in your face. Checking out the muscles surrounding the eyes, the nose, the lips, and the jaw. As you exhale, bringing ease to any parts of the face where you feel you can just let go a little bit. On your next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the back of the head and noticing where the skull connects to the vertebrae in the neck. So as you inhale, bringing attention to the back of the head, back of the neck. And as you exhale, releasing any tension that's possible from the back of the head, the back of the neck. Not forcing it, but just letting go where you don't need to hold on anymore. On your next inhale, bringing attention to the throat. And as you exhale, easing any tension in the throat that you can let go of. On the next inhale, bringing our focus to the chest, so at the collarbone. And as you exhale, seeing if you can soften the area of the chest, even just by a little bit. On the next inhale, bringing our attention to the belly. Perhaps observing the rise of the belly as you inhale and the fall of the belly as you exhale. On your next inhale, bringing your attention to your shoulder blades and the upper back. And as you exhale, seeing if you can imagine the shoulder blades almost melting. So from ice to water to air, seeing if you can bring a little ease to the upper back. On your next inhale, bringing your attention to your lower back. Perhaps noticing where the lower back meets your seat or the back of your chair, depending where you are, and where there's space. And as you exhale, seeing if you can release any tension that you're holding in your lower back where it's available to you. On your next inhale, we're going to bring our attention to our seat. So feeling your seat grounded wherever you are, in your chair, on your couch, perhaps on the floor. Feeling the pressure of your seat grounded. And as you exhale, releasing any tension you're holding into your seat, into the ground. We'll come back up to our arms, so bringing our attention to the right and the left shoulder. Seeing if you can just let the arms be heavy as we bring our attention through the upper arms. As we exhale, any tension in the upper arms, in those muscles, just release even 5%. On the next inhale, bringing our attention to our right and our left elbow. Noticing any sensations in the elbow joint. Letting them go as you exhale. On our next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the forearms, the right and the left. Inhale, noticing any tension or tightness we might be carrying there, particularly as we work away at our computers. And as you exhale, see if you can even soften about 5% those forearms, the right and the left. As we inhale, bringing our attention to the hands, noticing where they are resting in space. Perhaps they're resting partially on your thighs or on the edge of your chair, couch. As we inhale, bringing our attention to the thumb, the right and the left. And 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. As you exhale, seeing if you can let the fingers soften, give them a rest after working so hard for you. On our next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the right and the left hip, noticing where they are oriented in space. And on your next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the upper legs, those big muscles in the thighs. Bringing our attention on our inhale to the right upper leg and the left. Noticing where the backs of those upper legs might be connected to your chair. And as you exhale, releasing any tension that you might be holding in the upper legs, even just a little bit, if you can soften 5%. On our next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the knees, the right and the left. Noticing any sensations in the kneecaps or the back of the knee. And as you exhale, see if you can imagine the knees softening. If it helps, you can imagine softening from ice to water to air. On our next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the lower legs. Noticing any sensations in the shins, that bony part of the lower leg at the front, or the fleshy calves at the back of the lower legs. Exhale, releasing any tension you can there where it's available to you. On our next inhale, we'll bring our attention to the feet, the right foot and the left foot. Noticing where they are connected in space, the bottom of the foot. So you exhale, letting those feet just melt into the floor, whatever surface they're resting upon. On our next inhale, bringing our attention to the big toes, the right and the left. And all the toes that follow on each foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The right foot and the left foot. Noticing any gripping in the toes and seeing if on your next exhale you can just let those toes also melt into the floor, whatever surface they're resting upon. And before we end, just noticing a sense of grounding through the feet, being connected to the earth. And when you're ready, you can release the attention on the parts of the body and just come back to focusing on your breath. You might feel a little bit sleepy, so I welcome you to come out of the meditation slowly and perhaps